And there I go, Roscoe, and get again. See? Roscoe Pico train and get everybody.
Flash, everybody's a dipstick, except you and me, I guess. You're just sick of it. Sick.
Alright, Cryptids, what is going on? It is me, Mississippi Gonzo Grunge, aka Rip Redcorn. Today we're going to be looking at the Vapid Unmarked Cruiser. Now, before any of y'all start tripping, yes, I do have regular... I actually have street tires on this, but, you know... I really don't need off-road tires, because I can off-road just about anything in this game. But... yeah, but then again, I did actually ended up reviewing this, but first things first, we all know this is basically the undercover variants of the Stainer, which is also the Crown Victoria, which, funny enough, the undercover highway interceptors, those are really good. But yeah, so kind of, why do I have this one painted up the way that I do? I kind of wanted to build a Crown Vic like this. But, I never could get around to it. But if you know anything about Crown Vics and their motors, they share the exact same motor as the Mustang. Don't blame, that's just what, I'm just reading what I've read about them. Don't get mad at me, they share the exact same 4.6 liter motor as the other Mustangs do. Which means you can build them just like the actual Mustang motor itself. Funny how that works. But then again, that's creativity for you. You'd be surprised how many vehicles have what type of motor off in them, and all you gotta do is just replace a few camshafts and replace certain parts, and then you get the exact same motor. I was not expecting that to happen, but, whatever. So, automatically, I'm still impressed by how well it off-roads, even though I do have the suspension lowered, at least to my knowledge. Yeah, I do have the suspension lowered. Because originally I did have this recorded like way back in 2024. Never got around to uploading it. And it's like, why didn't you upload it? Well, I never got around to uploading it because I was going to do a collection video back then, and the file corrupted. So yeah, a bunch of vehicles that I was doing reviews on just got scrapped, and it's like, well, dang. And some of them I had already sold, so I'm like, well, that's kind of yeah, all that hard work, because I tend to bulk record off-road reviews. But yeah, I'm just trying to get the last of these off-road reviews out of my way and gone. So, yeah. We'll see how well this does around the Wall of Doom. Of course, that lowered suspension might be the death, might be the end of us. Come on, get up. And I got around that. So I guess that's bound to happen. But yes. This is actually the first cop car I ever bought in game. It's like, well, I want the undercover variant, which, to me, crackhead deer, but whatever. To me, they should have just made the Stainer just have all the stuff ready to make it a more undercover-esque unit. Because this one barely has any customization. I mean, you could use this for roleplay purposes, but, whatever. This could be kind of an undercover vehicle for a federal agent. But let's go ahead and hear the siren. Now, I will say this one compared to the Stainer, this one actually has way better handling on the dirt, but it's also way powerful. It's a battering ram, but compared to the trucks, this one's halfway decent, and I finally got the Prius. Finally tagged the Prius. Which, that reminds me, I gotta go review one of those too. Yeah, there's still a bunch of vehicles I have to go record. Such as it is. Now, I tend to keep the lights on for the police reviews because, why not? But yeah, this thing on dirt is absolutely amazing. Compared to the Stainer, and even the law enforcement stainer, this one's the better one on dirt. Now, granted, I rate this one kind of in the middle. Because the law enforcement variant, you know, the marked version, as I should say. And there I go, Roscoe in it, but whatever. I should have just let it roll, but that's beside the point. So, kind of, yeah, the law enforcement variant, the marked version of this car, is actually way better. But in terms of, like, the other... But, you know, in terms of handling, this one's got the better handling. Off-road wise, the other Stainer does, but, you know, it's whatever at this point. Hop, skip, and a jump. And I go backwards down the mountain. Please, torque kick in. Well, things happen. Yeah, but I'm not going to worry about it. So it can climb up there, and I'm pretty sure if I had off-road tires, I might. You know, if I do come back, you know, since I'm going to come back and do these as a part of a collection review, I might throw the off-road tires on it. But yeah, this is me with the lowered suspension and, you know, street tires on it. Do the off-road tires make a difference? Yes. They even made a differences back in racing, but, you know, I might touch back up on that subject. You know, does, you know, like take the street and the track tires and throw them up against the off-road tires in a head-to-head showdown. Like, what's the better tire in GTA? Because the off-road tires got massive grip. And yet people are like, oh, but it's only like a second difference. And it's like, well, seconds matter in racing. Any advantage I can get, I will take. You know, such as it is. Oh, there go the crackhead deer down the road. But now we get to really test this out. Yeah, this thing will absolutely book down some of these roads. Remember, I have no lights on. So, yeah, that is kind of a thing. Yeah, it will absolutely, you know, book and everything else. That deer fell over, but that's beside the point. Yeah, but see, in handling-wise, this one actually has the way better handling. That's the one thing that I notice about it. This one has way better handling. And there I go, Roscoe-ing it again. See? Roscoe Coltrane it, everybody. So other than that, I'm just going to stop it right here. I'm not going to dare take that chance. I'm just going to stop it right here. You can see how battered this thing is. Like, I do not baby these cars on this review. It's Grand Theft Auto, not spin tires. So then, shoot the like button with the grip skiddly if you enjoyed it. Please do comment down below your favorite cop movie. Rather it be from the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, today, whatever it may be. Now, as always, please do smash the subscribe button today and click the notification bell icon to stay up to date, because I officially live stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday at 6 p.m. And we are getting into some heat this week, and well, whenever this video goes up, I tend to upload a schedule on Sunday morning. So do check that out, because that's when the schedule usually goes up. Now, as always, y'all have a great day and a ballin' weekend. Don't do anything stupid, and remember, kids, don't drive like Roscoe Coltrane. So other than that, y'all take care.